In our last video, we built a tiny home for a 20-foot retic named Karma.
Now, I think when people buy baby reticulated pythons, most of the time they know they're going to need a big cage. But that term is kind of relative. I think what most people are thinking of is something like this 8-foot long cage for an adult reticulated python. And in the new cage, I'm laying in her water bowl.
Well, today's the day we finally move her into her new enclosure. To do this, we'll need to take her 17 miles to our new facility in the middle of winter and give her everything she needs to de-stress and start her life in her new retic mansion. This is gonna be really hard. The first thing we need to figure out is how to even get her up here. She's 20 feet long and 200 pounds and doesn't exactly come with a handle. This is gonna be really hard. This is how we normally ship snakes, or we like to use these snake bags. But clearly, this is not gonna work for this girl. We're gonna need to find a much bigger box. The best box we could find costs almost $800. But on the bright side, it could be really handy in case of emergencies later. But before we could do anything, we had to make sure that Karma's enclosure was all set up and ready to go for when she got there. So first we had to make sure the heat was set up properly, and that turned out to be a much bigger challenge than we anticipated.
There's already a hole in here. I can put the probe through this hole and just tape it onto the top.
Her head's about the size of the palm of your hand. As long as she can't get her head under there, she's not going to yank it out. I have black zip ties and black duct tape. Because what's the chances that she's going to come here and push that up?
I wouldn't want to find out.
I don't like the idea of having a gap in the window with a snake that size. You know, that's me, but
20-foot retic on the loose is really bad news.
I mean, I don't want it knocking over my computer or anything, you know? But it's a bad idea. Whatever I come up with, don't tell nobody I said that.
Don't tell nobody.
But luckily, we managed to fix this problem by drilling this little tiny hole. Now that we have heat, it's time to install this super cool light that we got from Home Depot that's also a Bluetooth speaker. And what we can do is play jungle noises so Karma feels like she's right at home. But this light ended up being a big challenge to mount.
What about on that side, just because if the heat's over there, she might be a little boy.
It's attached to these, but the light is taking a long time. This is going to be a major problem.
Great thing about my job, I can do it from my cell phone while I watch these guys work.
After what felt like forever, we finally managed to figure out how to attach it.
How much was it?
We also had these really cool LED strip lights that we used for our live stream studio, but we had to go pick up Karma before we did anything else, so those would just have to wait. It was finally time to go get Karma, and we were so excited to show her the new home we had built for her.
Let's get out of here. So the only vehicle that is probably big enough to actually hold that big black travel bin is this minivan, maybe.
But that's when you ran into a big problem.
Oh, are you kidding me? Battery's dead. All right, let's go fix that too. Battery looks pretty good. I might need a new alternator.
Luckily, we had this portable jump starter to save the day. But that didn't work either, so our last resort was to try jumping it from another vehicle.
How could this happen? Oh wait, it's Garrett.
I don't know. So let me rev it up a little bit and then
We were finally, for real, actually ready to bring Karma to her new home.
Hey, moment of truth. baby. Ah,
Like my fire.
take the lid off. Oh, you pig. Oh. Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
spin it.
Yes.
It's 4 foot by 4 foot.
No, it's not.
No?
It's 4 foot by more than 4 foot.
Oh. That's probably the more than.
Is it gonna close the back or do I need
Can you move them forward a little bit?
I don't. Well, yeah, maybe. Let's see. Oh, it's not even hitting the seats.
That'll come in more, yeah.
Like a glove. All right, we're off.
A big glove on a small man.
Pulling me right under you. She's trying to hold on so she doesn't fall. We were 6 feet apart 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know how we're gonna get her in there.
Set her down and go in the front
All right.
and make sure she doesn't pop right out.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, but there's like huge gaps over here. Okay, she's in. There we go.
Yep, she's good.
It doesn't latch or anything, so you're gonna have to kind of just keep her hand on top.
of it.
Yeah.
And with Karma more or less securely contained in her crate, we made the 17-mile trek back to the facility. We cannot wait to put Karma in her new home, and that's for a couple of very specific reasons. The first is that we wanted to give her the coolest house possible while she's waiting for her bigger and final enclosure to be built. We wanted to set an example for other keepers for just how much fun it can be to keep a snake of any size, but done right.
You ready? Still coming. Get the dog.
Sounds easier than carrying that stuff.
Yep. Man, she makes that cage look really small.
Yeah.
Here it is.
What you thinking, mamas? Well, she's been a huge part of my life for about 7 years or so. I'm gonna miss her. I mean, I know I can come up here and see her anytime I want, but like just like I was saying earlier, I come home, I come through the garage, I see her, give her little pats, tell her about my day. I wouldn't have wanted to do it unless it was something like this, like, if it's about the snake's well-being, I'm all for it. And this is probably a way better cage than what I'd had. So now we just get to enjoy it.